Stand in line where the pride gets crushed. EBT in hand, trying to stretch what ain't much. Cold wind in the coat that don't close right, but dreams stayed hot like a stove light. Grandma prayed over beans and rice, said one day you gon' eat without checking the price. Shoebox full of coins, we was rich in the myth. Hope thick in the air, even broke we resist. Back then sugar water was a blessing. Stomach talking loud, but the mind learned lessons. Cousin said one day we gon' ball or die. Now we locked up, still trying to ush the sky. From the red line to the skyline, Lord, I believe. These hunger pains turn to jet planes. Just wait and see. Used to eat dust with my cousins. Now I'm trying to feast with the stars like it's nothing. Remember when the roaches had the most space? Now I'm plotting real estate from a ghost face. AME for breakfast, doubt for dessert, but the pain wrote scriptures in every verse. Cardboard box turned to vision board dreams. From mold in the ceiling, the mezzanine beams. Had a $2 lunch and $1 billion vision. Now my story's written in the cracks of the kitchen, where we split crumbs like communion rights. But we knew even shadows give way to light. From the red line to the skyline, Lord, I believe. These hunger pains turn to jet planes. Just wait and see. They never told us the system was rigged, but we knew. Through every cold night, this view ain't just about getting out. It's about bringing the block with you. Serve sandwiches to carry our goals. You stood by the deli with a face like stone. Years in the game, called truth in his tone. Little man said, teach me how to stack fast. He laughed, lit a black and mild, said that path don't last. Used to move weight in the Crown Vic, till they hit my homie with a beard that was bound thick. Now I read songs where the fiends used to stand, trying to clean my sins with a trembling hand. Bible in my bag next to dirty cash, trying to find God in the world moving fast. Used to pray I never see 30, now I'm past it. Still ducking karma from a life that's Jurassic. Street lights preach, and night gon' teach. Corner sermons in the cold concrete. From the head to the heart, from the scars to the soul. OG spit gold just to keep us home. Yo, he said, I seen shorties with fire and no aim. Quick to bust a move, but they playing the wrong game. I knew a kingpin that died for a chain, and a schoolboy who lived cause he stayed in his lane. Little man Blake gripped his waist tight, said but the paper come quicker in the late night. OG shook his head, eyes full of miles. Fast money kills slow, but it still defiles. This corner's a pope, but if you listen close, same curve where they slang, same spot we lost hope. Got 2 rows, sun, graves, and growth, and both got a cost, that's the realest note. Street lights preach, the night gon' teach. Corner sermons in the cold concrete. From the head to the heart, from the scars to the soul. OG spit gold just to keep us whole. The block talks in parables. Gunshots echo like amen. We write our gospels and chalk outlines and broken bottles. But sometimes it's a whisper from an old head. Save more lives than 100 sermons. Undersized force, pops was gone, so I learned from corner laws. Mom cried quiet words. jacket 2 winters old. Hope on layaway, soul feeling cold. Had a notebook, a razor, and a vision. Either robbing or rhyming, same hunger, different mission. We ain't choose this grind, it chose us. Came up in the dirt where the love don't trust. Used to rap to the mirror with a chipped tooth grin. Told myself either I break out or I break in.
Concrete dreams where the pain don't sleep. Running deep. Concrete dreams where the pain don't sleep. Crack pavement blues running deep.
Yeah, I seen brothers trade halos for dice games. Angels with holes in their shoes and ice veins. 12 chased us like we born with sins. But I ran with a verse, not a strap to win. Raised by the echo of missed chances. Graffiti scripts is bullet shell dances. Every ball was a prayer, every beat a breath. In a world where applause might invite death. Wrote truth in the margins of eviction slips. Dreaming of flights while we climb through scripts. Concrete jungle where the meat don't last. So I carved my name where the shadows pass. They said make it out, or make excuses. I chose pain, made the music, found uses. Still got hunger in my chest like a bruise. Still walk with the weight of these cracked pavement blues. Doors locked, I picked the locks with my verses. Hunger got me jogging, laps learn his curses. Slept on floors, now floor mics daily. Ghosted by fate, so I hunt tracks crazy. Industry cold, ain't no seats left warm. So I brought my own fork in the notebook worn. They ain't feed us cool, I cook with pain. Turn broke nights into propane in my brain. Used to watch him eat while I starved on the stoop. Now I season my lines with the scars of my youth. Plate never passed to me, I ran to the kitchen. Cracked knuckles from the climb, but I'm still out here pitching. Aggressive transplantations, chasing fate. Chasing plates like my life on the line. Fork in my pocket, hunger all in my spine. Ain't waiting for crumbs, I'm breaking in gates. Truth in my bars, pain on these plates. Back when maybe was the best I hear. I rhymed through rejection till the doubt disappeared. Now it's gold in my grip from the mold of my grit. Pressure built diamonds while they folded and quit. See, I ain't just rapping, I'm rationing hope. 160 at a time, keep my family afloat. You play to impress, I play to survive. Put blood in these lines just to keep mine alive. Told my team don't beg, build your own feast. We ain't guests at they table, we bring our own seats. From back row bitter to top floor urn, I ain't wait for the turn, I let my verses burn. Things like my life on the line. Fuck in my pocket, hunger all in my spine. I ain't waiting for some breaking, ain't gates. My bars pain in this place. Feel me. Feel me. Feel me. But my soul's still sniffing for meals. Cause success don't stick when you ain't digesting it real. Sign my name in ink, but my scars still bleed. Fame touched my hand, but the hunger don't leave. I came from where hope get pawned for rent. Where dreams age fast and regret pay the debt. Lil' shine on my chain, but the pain still gold. Every verse still echo that same broke code. They clapping now, I ain't fooled by the noise. Still hear that silence from nights I had no choice. To rap for survival, now I rap for the lost. Put food on the table, but still counting the cost. Still starving, still fighting the grave. Still writing like the ink might save. They fed me a beast, but I'm back for the field. Cause the real never rests and I'm still starving for real. Success is a sip, not a meal in full. Can't toast the life while your brother's still poured. I seen champagne wash sins in the lobby while the hood still argue over rice and Roddy. So what if I made it a little off rap? I still see my younger self with holes in his back. Still got nights where the ceiling cave in, and I write to escape while the devil break in. You think wins erase what the soul endured. I think wins reveal what the wounds matured. I got plaques, yeah, but the hunger got more depth. Still chasing truth in every breath I got left. No milk, no eggs, just bars and breadcrumbs. Made breakfast out of beets, now look where I'm from. Fridge humming low like it's singing the blues. Stomach on mute, but my pen don't snooze. Used to boil tap water like it's soup for the soul. Now I cook metaphors in a mic that's cold. Peanut butter dreams, serve sandwich nights. Had $1 and a rhyme, turned dad into life. Freezer full of echoes, ain't no ice cream tales. Just verses in the freezer bag, no record sales. I ain't had a full plate, but I fed these streets. Drop heat on wax while my socks had leaks. Came from a place where the oven stores shoes, where roaches know the rhythm of your late night moves. Mom said clean the kitchen, even if it's bare. So I swept up pain and laced it in air. Freestyle off the hunger, flow, born from lack. Turn nothing into something with a crate and a Mac. No Pop-Tarts, no juice, just flows and loose screws. But I stitched up pain and my rhythm don't lose. They had Jordans, I had floorboards that creaked. But my bars ran laps round they boutique sneaks. Didn't need caviar, I had canes and scars. Turned cold cupboards into interstellar bars. Wasn't no DoorDash, we dashed to the store. Pockets full of lint, heart ready for war. Now the beat talks sweet like a midnight prayer. From the hunger came thunder, I'm the storm in the air. Yeah. Gun in my left, mic in my right. One feeds the soul, one eats the night. Caught in a stare down with both myself. One dream in the booth, one dream in the shells. Fast money talk loud like a demon in heat. But that slow grind whisper, you don't gotta cheat. Try flipping work, got close to the fire. But the booth held my sins like a gospel choir. Homie said clock in a cop in. Corner like college, but the lesson's alright. I wrote bars in the dark with the strap in view. Had to rhyme like my life, every line was true. My brother took the left path, chains and dope. Now he locked in a box where the time moves slow. I took the right path, painted poetics. For some nights, I wonder if the loss was aesthetic. Mike gave me light, but it ain't pay rent. Had to juggle these dreams with the devil's percent. I seen angels in Timbs and villains in suits. Success ain't clean when the roots pollute. Try to pray, but the church had locks on the door. So I spit songs in the ciphers on the corner floor. Truth ain't needed, come muddy and flawed. But I'd rather starve righteous than be filthy adored. Now my hunger got hunger, we attack. Built an empire off struggle and scraps. Mic in the booth like a fork in a trap. Cook pain in the flame, now I'm chefing these raps. No sleep, no breaks, just pace and grind. Double time flows like I'm chasing time. Used to pray for a crumb, now I toast with the guards. From the stoop to the stars, every bar's a collage. Try to starve me, I bit through the chain. Out of hunger, revolved in the lyrical fangs. They eat trends, I eat truth for dinner. One win in the bag, but I rap like a beginner. Beast mode, knife in the pad. Used to dream meals, now we feast with the fam. No handouts, just hands in the flame. Now we dine like kings, but the hunger's the same. Yo, life gave me lint, I turned thread to linen. Now I'm stitched in the game like a tailor grinning. Came from the block where the pots had holes. Now my stock in the charts got a platinum glow. Raps gourmet, I season my plate with a pinch of the past and a dash of the hate. Used to split fries with the wolves in the rain. Now I sip beige wine while I pen champagne. Style on 10, hunger still raw. Double time chef, every line got claw. No gold spoon, just cold rooms and hope. Now it's lobster and loops when I speak on growth. Beast mode, knife in the bag. Used to dream meals, now we feast with the fam. No handouts, just hands in the flame. Now we dine like kings, but the hunger's the same. Napkins tucked, still gripping the pen. Ain't forget them nights with the fridge on 10. Nah, we remember when the heat was off. Now the booth stay lit like a Molotov. You know something played, but my soul got fed. With beats and dreams when the stove went dead. Now it's feast for the fam. Toast to the scars, cause we came from the dark. Now we dine on stars. Yo, little sis got dreams, mom's got bills. I rap for 'em all with the fire I feel. Ain't no plan B, just beats and will. Every line I spit tryna foot that bill. Cousins in the crib, fridge on E, but I fill 'em with hope every 16 I breathe. Daddy long gone, so I father the weight. Tryna flip pain in the food on plates. No silver spoons, just plastic ones. And rap battles with the echoes from them empty drums. I ain't grinding for gold or a flex on screens. I grind cause they hungry and I birth the meals. Mouths to feed, I ain't got no choice, so I speak these truths with a broke man's voice. Pressure on my back, but the dream still breathes. I don't rap for the fame, I got mouths to feed. Every verse a receipt, every rhyme's a wage. Spilling ink like sweat from a 9 to 5 cage. While my peers chase chains, I be chasing grace. Trying to stack enough hope for the whole damn place. Mom worked 2 jobs, still behind on rent. So I lace paint in the bars like it pays the debt. Labels talk numbers, but my math is need. I calculate risk with mouths to feed. Lil' bro look up like I walk on clouds. He don't see the storm that I hide in crowds, but I smile for him, then I breathe in the booth. Give them all my heart while they strain the true mouths to feed. I ain't got no choice, so I speak these truths with a broke man's voice. Pressure on my back, but the dream still breathes. I don't rap for the fame, I got mouths to feed.
They think this mic just a mic, but to me, it's a second job, a prayer, hey, a promise. When you carry family on your verse, every syllable better be worth the wait.
Ain't with kings, but I miss them stoop nights. Hunger taught me value, more than the lights. Gold plates don't replace them cold nights. When a cup of noodles felt like a whole life. First meal I bought off rap was divine, but the price tag came with a piece of my spine. Used to rhyme from the gut, now they monitor streams. Used to dream from the floor, now I sleep in dreams. I made it out, but I left some parts in back streets and basements where I carved my heart. Now it's 5-star meals, but the silence is loud. Success got me full, but I miss the crowd. This my last supper, toast to the climb, to the nights I was broke but rich in time. Fork in my hand, but my thoughts still bleed, cause I ate well, but I still got mouths to feed. Fame came dressed like heaven on earth, but the hunger inside kept stretching my worth. Now I'm seated with suits and industry guys, but I still hit a block when I nod. Labels fed me, but I miss my plate. That hunger flavor struggle I used to scrape. Mama is silk now, sis in school, but some nights I trade this view for a stool. And the cipher in the fire, and them kids spitting truth over telephone wires. This the cost of success, not just wealth, but losing the version of you that needed help. This my last supper, toast to the climb, to the nights I was broke but rich in time. Fork in my hand, but my thoughts still bleed, cause I ate well, but I still got mouths to feed. Funny how the feast don't taste the same when you forget who you were when you first starved. I sat at the table, I prayed, and I realized when your stomach speaks louder than your doubts, that's when we move.
We ain't vote for no laws, but we live by 'em daily, script etched in scars. Not courtrooms or AVs, no snitching, that's gospel. Breaking you ghost, and ain't no resurrection once you breathe to the post. 10 toes on tar where the truth don't bend, where rats get clipped by ex-friends with a grin. See, the pavement taught me more than books ever could. Taught me trust get tested where your grandma stood. You in silence, never flex for the feed, cause wolves smell ego and hunger with speed. Loyalty's currency, more than the cash. And folding, that's a debt you can't pay back.
You almost whispered, counting that what on left. The pavement, pavement, written in the cracks, not earned. The cracks not in no talk me, move like mist. Live by rules that the law don't list.
No crying to the badge, no typing on threads. We speaking Nas, not feds. You hold your weight or you drown in shame. Ain't no halfway love in this chessboard game. I seen brothers flip now, they ghost to the soil. Snitch once in your name, boiling oil. This ain't about crime, it's about code. Morals molded in the cold with no love's owed. See the real, keep that lip slip shut with pride. Even if the years stack or the fam divides. Cause the minute you fold, the block forgets. And your name gets scraped from the curb like regrets.
Balance of raw in the stash and constituents loyal long as he feeding the cash. Red states, blue flag, same rag, new slang. A young senator serving through the alleyway, bang. He don't filibuster, he just fill the block. Pass bills with a blink, then vanish from cops. We the people, people. We the people, people. We the people, people. We the people. Democracy in dope bags, law in the licks. He governed the street, no need for the rich. Gave the fiends a voice, gave the shooters a lane. In a nation of powder, he campaigned through pain. Presidential Rolex, wrist full of lies, but they love him cause he built schools and alibis. He cut welfare, gave him work on the low. Dope stimulus packages off of the stove. His State of the Union cooked in Pyrex speech with the heat from beneath like impeaching police. Got his rivals wiretapped, snitch proof is cruel. No debates, just dirt, that's how the council do. He kissed babies, then bag ounces of back. Pardon felons with a nod, bring his generals back. And every 4 summers, a body might drop. New regime, same dream, painted over the block. Democracy in dope bags, laws in the zip. He campaigned with grams, never needed a script. Gave the youth a plan, gave the moms some hope. All hail what we say in the blue. Democracy in gin dope bags, laws in the zip. He campaigned with grams, never needed a script. Gave the youth a plan, gave the moms some hope. All hail the man with the chain and the dope. They counting votes in mansions, but we bleeding on ballots. Election day quiet, but the block still malice. Ain't no senators stepping through them pissy stairways. We vote with our shoes, every step mean a prayer made. Broken glass, broken hopes, broken speech. Ain't no promises kept on these broken streets. We was told we matter, but only when they need a win. Then it's back to boarded windows and collecting sin. Campaign trucks drive past with a slogan, but they don't see the fridge with nothing frozen. Red or blue don't matter when the sirens stay. When you a color to the cops, not a human to save. Ballots got names, but the system don't read them. We scream in ink, but the dirt still feeding. No voice in the room, no seat at the table, just chalk on the pavement. Democracy failed. They print posters, we print shirts for the dead. They make speeches, we pour liquor instead. We don't trust the state, it never came when we prayed. It came a riot gear, faceless and paid. Ain't no poles on corners, just poles with white flags. Where mothers light candles round toe tag bags. They say vote like your life depend on the box. But what if the box never opened your locks? My grandma's still waiting on that mail-in dream, while the mayor cut ribbons in a limousine. This ain't cynicism, this is truth and pain. This is what gets written when ballots don't change a thing. Ballots got names, but the system don't read them. We scream in ink, but the dirt still feeding. No voice in the room, no seat at the table, just chalk on the pavement. Democracy fatal. You ask why we don't vote. Try. You said change takes time, but we ain't got the luxury of waiting for time to care. These pass judgment with a Glock and a stare. His word law even when he ain't there. Sixth floor throne looking down on the court where the fiends line up like they testing the sport. Every hallway whisper had his name in the breath. From the youngin' with a pack to the tenant near death. Elevator broke but he rose off respect. Kept the heat tucked where the light bulbs neglect. Kids call him Unc, but the block knew better. He wrote curfews and powder, controlled every letter. No degrees, but his lessons came live and direct. Street civics teaching how to move with an intellect. Mayor of the projects, never got elected. Still ran the block like the rent was collected. Power in his presence, fear in his silence. Kept the peace with a pistol and balance. He ain't smiled, but he feed a whole floor. Turkeys on the holidays, juice by the door. He built order with a system collapse. Taught him how to move bricks, not just fall through the cracks. Court was the bench by the busted street light. Sentence with a nine, wrong move, good night. Did dirt with a purpose, never loud, never sloppy. Had beef buried deeper than his first. Lil' Poppy made deals with the crooked and friends with the curse. Knew the pain and the pike, knew the value of thirst. Know the city wrote him off as a name on the foul. He governed like Caesar with a 40 in style. Mayor of the projects, never got elected. Still ran the block like the rent was collected. Power in his presence, fear in his silence. Kept the peace with a pistol and balance. Shook my hand, but his eyes signed a death bill. Smiled like silk, but his aura gave me stress chills. Shared place once, now we poisoning meals. Same ones who toast what you be plotting your heels. We built something out the gutter, bricks from mud. Now we counting up his cut, trying to water my blood. I gave him keys, gave him shelter in storms. Now we whisper with the feds wearing Judas's form. The hood don't run on ballots, it run on belief. But betrayal gotta smell like a thief with grief. He campaigning for position with a serpent tongue, while I campaign for my life with a loaded lung. You dirty campaigns, lies on the pavement. Posters of trust, but the ink full of hatred. Power make brothers turn ghosts in the frame. Say your name with a grin, but they move it with flame. He was the first to clap when the winds came in, but now we texting enemies with devilish grin. Politics and envy masked with respect, but his plot smelled off, had that gunpowder breath. He campaigning with promises he never meant. Talking about loyalty, but his love was rent. Ambition like a sickness with a suit of disguise. Told the block he was real, but his heart was lies. Now his chest in the trap, not checkers with fam. One wrong move and the king don't stand. So I sleep with a burner and a camera on the gate, cause even smiles throw shade when you carrying weight. Dirty campaigns, lies on the pavement. Posters of trust, but the ink full of hatred. Power make brothers turn ghosts in the frame. Say your name with a grin, but they moving with flame. Not all allies wear flags, some wear stars. Held me down in them days we were sleeping in cars. Never switched lanes when the cops made rounds. Shared pain, shared place, shared burial grounds. The block was our embassy, fists our salute. Had each other when the system tried setting us mute. Blood thicker than tweets, it was deeper than ink. Gave a pound and a nod, now we bonded by instinct. Through raids and betrayal, they ain't fold like clothes. Stood tall through the winters when the loyalty froze. While the fake marched loud with their banners and cap, we kept it stitched in the silence, no need to clap. This that loyalty caucus, seats for the solid. No politics here, just pain in the wallet. Loving need a coach, just some look in the wrath. Who ain't that floored, we can't sit with his dad. This that loyalty caucus, seats for the solid. No politics here, just pain in the wallet. Never needed votes, just a look in the valve. You ain't bled for it, you can't sit with us now.
Now I seen real fade and fake ones rise, but my day ones move like the truth in disguise. Kept it 100 when the game turned foul. Through the drought and the dirt, they ain't changed they style. We was broke but rich in codes, no leaks. Stood 10 toes in storms with hoes and sneaks. My homie took time, but never dropped names. Came home with a scar and a deeper aim. They say kings need courts, but I needed a crew. Not yes men, but generals who see what I do. So here's to the real, never lost lost in the fog. Still pray for my dogs when I jog through the smog.
This that loyalty caucus, seats for the solid. No politics here, just pain in the wallet. Never million folks just a look in the round, finna play for. You can't sit with us now. This that loyalty caucus, seats for the solid. No politics here, just pain in the wallet. Never needed votes, just a look in the valve. You ain't bled for it, you can't sit with us now.
Some pledged allegiance to flags. We pledged it to each other. And loyalty ain't loud, it's consistent. No campaign, no clout, just code.